my journey. I'm willing to explain it all to you guys. No holding back anything. I just hope you're ready for the experience, and I just hope you can handle it.
What's going on, everyone? So I wanted to make this video about Mars, but not just Mars. I was watching this video on simulation theory, and then I was watching, which led me to a video about Elon Musk, which led me to Mars, obviously. Going to Mars, and I got a question the other day about Mars as well, and then there are a lot of people that are wondering, why the hell do we even need to go to Mars? Why, what's the point? And I think that humans are designed to evolve, grow, learn, expand. So we are going to need to go to Mars. I remember Terrence McKenna had an experience, and he had an experience with psychedelic mushrooms. And his experience with the mushroom, he basically told him that humans are going to go to Mars, then to Jupiter, then to colonize the stars. And this is back in, like, I don't know when, I don't remember what book it was in, either Food of the Gods or True Hallucinations. But one of Terrence's books, and he was talking about this. It was either in the 90s, 80s, or 70s, but these aren't new ideas. These aren't new things. This has been circulated around, for a little bit, around the philosophy world. It's been circled around the scientific world. It's been circled around, the psychedelic world. It's been circled around for a while. But I personally think the reason why we need to go to Mars is because that's what humans were meant to do. I think we were meant to go to Mars, it's almost like we have to expand because eventually the sun will explode, implode, expand, do something. It will go through its stages, and it won't always be in the same stage it's in right now. And that could happen in 1,000,000 years, that could happen in 100,000 years, that could happen in billions of years. But I just think that we need to be thinking about the human race, mankind. And this all plays a part into a lot of other things. I think all the new technological advances, I feel like they're all connected. All the new psychedelic philosophies and psychedelic advances in, how there's now going to be psychedelic therapy, soon, and things like that. These are all, I feel like, connected. Because I think that the way that I get a lot of my knowledge, or got a lot of my knowledge, I guess, or started, a knowledge journey, where it was like before, I didn't really care about learning. Now it's like all I want to do is learn. My life is basically a learning experience every second of the day. So I mean, that's the way I try to make it, where I learn something new every day, or many new things every day. But some perspectives I have, some of the new things I'm learning, they're just kind of solidifying a lot of the old perspectives that I've had, like, perspectives about Mars. And, then we're going to probably, we're going to terraform Mars. And what's interesting about terraforming Mars is it could take 1,000 years to completely terraform it, but I think with human minds, it will take 1,000 years to terraform it. With AI mind, it might take only 100. I think that AI has the possibility to advance the human race, but I think one of the issues with AI, and it's not a negative thing, it's just, I was watching the Joe Rogan Experience, and I haven't watched the full podcast yet with Elon Musk and Joe Rogan, but I was only like 20 minutes in. But AI basically will, get to a point where we can't control it, but it'll be fine if, as long as we teach it the right things. But I think that AI will have the ability to help give us ideas and knowledge and certain things that we wouldn't have been able to come up with for hundreds of years. I think it'll help the advancement of human race. I mean, look at it this way. AI robots can travel space without oxygen. They don't ever have to worry about oxygen. They just need energy, and they can get energy. And as we work on new ways of getting energy, and maybe I heard some guy talking about, you know, using magnets or something, like a magnet propulsion or something. And then and I don't understand a lot of that, right? Because I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not whatever. I never even finished high school. It's just I'm somebody who's a deep thinker and I can understand, like, I'm an observer. I love to observe, step back and look at it from the big picture, look at it from everyone's perspective. You know, I'm looking at it from Elon Musk's perspective. I'm even looking at it from the critics' perspectives, where it's like, you know, a lot of the critics and a lot of people are like, what the fuck do we need to go to Mars for? I mean, what the fuck do we need to stay on Earth for? I mean, if we could do something, why not do it, right? If I don't know, it's just if you could paint like a fucking, I don't know, like if you could paint, like, let's say you started painting, shit, my computer's gonna die. Oh well. Hold on, guys. I gotta plug the computer in. So, if you could, let's say you started painting 10 days ago and you paint like you've been painting for 20 years, shouldn't you start painting? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be like what you should be doing is painting? You know, if you sing, shouldn't you be singing? If you philosophize, shouldn't you be philosophizing? If you uh I think that humans should be doing what we were meant to do, and I think that's one of the things we were meant to do. We're meant to colonize the stars. But the issue is when you colonize the stars, humans evolve. Okay, so humans on Mars might end up looking different than the humans on Earth. So it's like the humans on Mars, let's just use this for an example. This might not happen, but let's just use this as an example. Humans on Mars, over time, what if they have a genetic thing from living on Mars with a different atmosphere, little different, right? What if they get pointy ears, where their ears are just like pointy? Um, then here on Earth, we're gonna be like, oh, look at those Martians and their pointy ears, ha ha ha. And then Martians will be like, oh, look at those humans and their round ears, ha ha ha. And I can just see that it can escalate from there to being little jokes like that to escalating to literally wars where it's like Mars, the Martians, the people who went to Mars and colonized Mars, and now Mars is, you know, terraformed and all that, and those people will end up being at, you know, sending a nuke on Earth. Earth sends a nuke at Mars and all this other shit. I think, you know, the critics will sit here and say basically that, you know, we can't take care of our fucking planet. Why the fuck should we go to another planet and destroy that planet? And I do agree that it's like we have an issue with being able to take care of Earth. You know, it's like, but these could be fixed. These are simple things that could fix, that could be fixed. Like, for example, plastic. Plastic is one of the most fucking goddamn dumbest fucking things humans could have fucking did. But at the same time, it was one of the most uh, amazing things that was created because at the time, like, you didn't have anything that could store something like that, like plastic can. Like, you could put something in a plastic wrapper and it's like no water will get into it, no nothing will get into it. Like, I don't know, it's just the plastic comes in handy. Yes. But why are we not using hemp plastic? This is what I mean, where it's like a simple fix. We're dumb enough to keep using plastic. And then I see at stores, like, there are, you know, teas and shit that used to be in glass bottles that are now in plastic bottles. And it's like, no, just go back to fucking glass. Like, what is wrong with you people? But I just think that these are the small issues we have, is we're not thinking straight. We're thinking with the intentions of a profit, not the intentions of human expansion. I think that's why I love Elon Musk. Like, I fucking love what he's doing. Like, his intentions, you know, everything, you know, I love his intentions because his intentions are pure. They're just the advancement of what is. It's just, it is what is. And it's the same thing with AI, like, in technology and all this shit, right? I'm not pro Mars. I'm not pro technology. I'm not pro anything. But I am real. I'm real with myself. So I keep it real with myself where it's like, okay, this is what is. And whether I like it or not, this is what's going to be. So fucking accept it and do it. It's the same thing with social media. I don't like social media. I prefer to sit here, make a video, put it on video sites, and call it good. But, you know, I started getting into other social media sites. I'm now on like 6 different social media sites, and it's like, this, I don't really like that, but it's just what is. It is where the flow of the river is going, and that's where I am going as well, whether I like it or not. And because it's where we're all going, whether we like it or not. There's nothing we can do about, you know, AI. There's nothing we can do about these things because it's the same. I think that the issue is our monkey mentality, our monkey mind. If we could let go of the monkey self, then we'll be fine. Then all this technology would be beautiful. We'd live in a fucking utopia world that fucking colonizes Mars, colonizes Titan, then goes out into the stars to colonize, you know, a couple planets that are in the Goldilocks zone and shit. You can even fucking, if you can, I don't know, you could terraform planets good enough where they don't even need to be really in the Goldilocks zone. They just need to be a point where you could see the sun, you know, or the star that, you know, whatever star you're at. But I just think that this is what's going to happen. AI is going to help us get there. VR and AR is going to help us imagine, you know, what it's like to be there when we get there. You know, imagine being able to connect the, you know, let's say it's like, let's say there's a telescope in the future that's coming up that's like the Hubble telescope, but it goes much farther and deeper in space so we can get a little closer eye view in things, and it's like and it has many 360 cameras on it, and you could put a VR headset on and fucking, you know, and see, you know, through those cameras. Or imagine there's AI robots, right? Where you can virtual reality connect with those AI robots, and those AI robots end up going into another galaxy to try to look at other planets for us to be on. And when that robot lands on these other planets, imagine being able to put a suit on, a VR fucking headset on, and then being able to see where this robot is and see the planet and be the robot basically and control the robot on this other thing. And it's like, I just think technology is going to get so goddamn insane that humans will not be able to grasp it right now. But I also think that this is just what is, right? And whether we grasp it or not, it's what is. This is why we're going to end up merging with technology slightly. I do think that we're going to merge with technology, but I also think that this whole world looks at psychedelics the wrong way. And a lot of people don't, but I'm using this whole world kind of broadly, but a lot of people take psychedelics seriously now, but there's a lot of people that still don't, especially in the scientific world, especially in the world that we're talking about here right now. AI, VR, space travel, you know, they don't really take psychedelics seriously. But I think that we need to look at psychedelics a little more because DMT has the ability, you know, and a lot of people who have done it say that it takes them to another dimension, another world where there's beings, intelligent beings of some sort that are doing things and creating things, and you know, and it's like I feel like we can learn from inner space because I think that takes you to inner space, and we're trying to travel to outer space. But I do think that they are both connected. The macrocosm, the microcosm, I don't know. It's just I really think that psychedelics have the potential to prepare our mind for what is about to happen. Because what's about to happen in human history is a change on such a ginormous level that it's gonna change everything. What we are will become something different. Because what we are right now is we're basically monkeys that think. So these monkeys that think, once we figure out a way to merge with technology, whether it's, you know, put a chip in our brain to store extra memory so we have like an extra space for memory so our brain can expand, so our memory can expand, whether it's connecting to some sort of database so all humans are connected to basically like the internet, whether it's you put fucking AR contacts in always, and we are always digitally half connected to the internet with the connection with the whatever. But like I said, this is why I think we need to look at psychedelics a little more, because the people in charge of all this technology is why everyone is scared of this technology. Everyone's scared of the technology because uh, fucking people are gonna use AI as a weapon. People are gonna use all this shit as weapons because we're fucking dumb. I can't think of any other word. I cannot think of any other word to say, and I'm just being real. If we're gonna use the AI, if you're thinking about using AI as a weapon, you're a fucking dumbass. Because the things that AI could do is absolutely insane and incredible. It will change reality. Um, our understanding, our ego, I think that these things have the possibility to destroy the ego, just like psychedelics, and just like people who use psychedelics say that it causes like an ego death or an ego reprogramming. I think that we will get to that point. 2 seconds, guys. Fucking plugged in my computer, and the other side wasn't even plugged in. But I just really think that this is just what is, you know. And I've kind of dedicated my life to just sitting here thinking about this stuff, learning, expanding my mind, and trying to express what I've learned and what I'm learning and what I'm thinking and what I'm going through, and But this is just what's been on my mind. I've been meaning to make a video about this for a while, but you know, but yeah, I think that's about it though. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing, and if you want to subscribe, that'd be amazing. Click like, that'd be dope. Also, I have a PayPal option in the bottom where you guys can donate if you'd like. And yeah, have a good day, everyone. Peace out.